Hello, my fellow patriots. This is Alex with Disabled Vets Perspective. If you've been watching the TV, you probably know that we just kind of coming out of the latest hurricane to hit the Gulf. As far as our property goes, I get a couple of trees down, but all of my boats that I have sitting up on the dirt are still blocked up. Nothing fell over. We didn't do too badly, but our town got wrecked. We got a bunch of issues with our newest bridge being built. When they were doing their construction, they actually had to knock down and re-pour some pylons and some footers because they were cracking. And now we got a big section center span that collapsed. So I think it's time to look at those engineers and just try to figure out what the hell is going on. But you know, we're okay here uh, with the hurricane going on. The appointments for Lisa getting her radiation every day and her chemo once a week, they got canceled. So yet another thing to delay her treatment. But we go back to radiation tomorrow. She's got a week left of radiation. She's got 2 more chemos. So normally we would have the chemo today, but they're going to have it next week, and then she'll have to go in 1 more week to finish that up. But we're okay. We lost power for about 3 hours, but we had generators, and I've got solar panels. I got everything to keep us moving, so we were able to handle the continual having the oxygen machine working and stuff like that. So we are back to pretty much full operation here on the ranch with no issues. We had water stored up and everything, so we're good to go. And just want to let everybody know that. Got to have some prayers for the people in town, though. Some people really got some bad damage on their houses, and you know it's going to take a while to get things put back together. The one good thing is that it's never a good thing to lose anybody, but we only had 1 death in the entire event, and that's pretty good because some people actually got caught off guard because they kind of predicted where this thing was going a little bit off. Gigi. All right, that's the button usually to push to make her louder. Gigi, get over yourself. Anyway, that's that about the hurricane, but I wanted to bring up a little something because the attack of the killer dogs. The interesting thing that's just been brought to light by the DOD, that would be the Department of Defense. First off, I don't have my tinfoil hat on because I don't need it anymore. It's not a conspiracy theory anymore. Yes, folks, China and Russia have direct energy weapons. The interesting thing is, not only did we already know this, but what I really want to know is, who tells China where and when to use this weapon that's been used on California because of the California fires and the melting cars and everything else that comes along with it? Who tells them where to point and when to click? That is what we need to find out. It's been, we got 3 trees. It's been a little weird that every time the government says California is not getting any funding, all of a sudden these strange beams come from the sky and the ground starts to burn and cars start to melt and all the conservative strongholds in the state start burning to the ground. I just don't know what it could be. I know, I'm just another conspiracy theorist, but I can say that we've been adjudicated. I haven't been back here since the finish of our little hurricane. I got some trees leaning over my little walking path here, but they're not down, they're just bent. But this is a interesting walk, usually a little bit risky after a storm, coming back into an area with a lot of tall trees, because some of them may have broken and created little things called widowmakers, which are big branches that are just hanging in there waiting for the perfect victim to jump out of the tree and land on. So, gotta watch that. But anyway, we've been, I guess, exonerated of our guilt of being conspiracy theorists. So we can celebrate that, and we can just kind of wait for the next one that, you know, when we're protected under our tin hat, we can say whatever we want until we get proven that that is the case. And this was one of them. We done good. But anyway, I wanted to get that out there. I want to let you guys know what's going on, because I know some of you were expecting me to go live this morning, but because of the hurricane, we had a little bit of a delay in treatment. So she will get her chemo next week. Yeah, we got a branch broken. She'll get back on her chemo next week. I'll be going live from the parking lot when she does. And I'll just try to do more of this while I'm home. As long as she's in the house and she's stable and not doing a lot of coughing and stuff, then I can get out here and do this. But I literally don't like to be away from her more than a minute or two at a time usually, because she coughs up an awful lot of stuff because of all of the inflammation in her chest. You know, the body's telling her she's got something in there, so it creates phlegm and it wants her to cough it up. So when she does that, she produces a lot of phlegm, and there's a risk of choking. And there I went somewhere. So I need to be there in case she does ever decide to choke. That way I can clear her airway. But that's why I don't do a lot of this. But right now my son's over there. He knows what to do, and gives me a minute to step outside and talk to you folks. But we're getting through this thing, though. It is, even though it sounds as bad as it can be, it's still better than it was a month ago. Before we started this, I saw the end of our time together. And as we have gone through this, as the mass has been shrinking in size, I'm starting to see a future again. And that is important. It's way too early for us. I want to make sure that we get old and become grumpy and gnarly at each other, you know, and laugh at each other for squirting in our depends when that time comes, you know, that kind of stuff. But anyway, probably more of a visual than most people need. But that's what I got. I just wanted to celebrate with you folks another win for the conspiracy theorists. We have been right. We have been showing the evidence. And even with the evidence, I guess somebody that wasn't quite official enough finally said it, or didn't say it before. Didn't have enough credentials, so nobody could believe them. But now somebody who has the credentials has said it, and now everybody's going to be like, really? Anyway, that's what I got for you. If you guys like it, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Tell your friends about me. Subscribe to my channel, because Lord knows YouTube is taking them away because they see idle time on my channel. Not as many videos, so they figure they can make it look like nobody cares. And they've taken over 100 subscribers away from me at this point. La-di-da, whatever. You know, we're not gonna win the popularity contest with YouTube, because they hold all the cards. But tell your friends about me if they want to subscribe, want to hang out, become part of this Patriot family. I'd love to have you. I love all you guys. You guys rock the world, and you make it easy for me to do the things I do. The support is amazing. But yeah, it's like walking through a jungle that has just recently fallen. All right, that's what I got. You know what to do. Y'all stay in the fight.